Welcome to Maggie's Wigs for Kids of Michigan. Let's take a tour of our new Wellness Center. Right this way we have our beautiful enchanted tea room. This is a gathering place where our children can come and socialize with other children and celebrate life like birthdays, graduations, and into chemo parties as well. And this is our welcoming area where our parents can sit and wait while the children are having fun in the tea room, or maybe they scheduled an appointment and would like to meet with one of us. And we have a great, beautiful picture over here. This is a wonderful rendition by Dominic Pangborn of one of our children, and I just love that. These are our administrative offices, and as you know, no organization can run without a great team. We have a wonderful staff here and many, many wonderful volunteers that come and help us do the work that we do. This room here is very special because this is a room where our children can come and they can open their hearts and they can express their feelings and feel safe. This is where our social worker works with our children individually, with family, or grief and loss. And this is our finance office. Of course, you know that you cannot run an organization without funds, that's for sure. And over here we have a new service that we are now offering for our children, and it's the nail room. And now the kids can come in here when they're going through treatment. There's a lot of changes that they experience in their nails. Our hair donation room. This is a room that we processed last year 28,000 hair donations from 62 countries around the world. And thank you to all of our wonderful hair donors who send your hair in, because if it were not for you, we would not be able to make these beautiful wigs. So I thank you. This is our playroom where our kids can come, our little ones can come, even our dollies have wigs, and our little mannequins up here, we teach them how to brush and comb the hair and how to take care of their wig. And then we also train moms, so when she goes home, she knows how to help their child. And over here we have wigs that we try on them. These are sample wigs. And as you can see, we also have a boy's wig because 10% of our kids are boys. This is representative of the children that we have lost. And unfortunately in our program, that is a reality. We never want to forget them, and we never do. Every day when I walk down the hall, I think of them, and I think of how blessed I have been to be able to serve them and their families. This is our wig wall. Our teenagers come in here and they look at all the different textures and colors and styles. They get to try them on because, you know, if you've never worn a wig, you don't know what to expect or how should it feel or what does it look like. A lot of people have images of their grandmother's wigs, and that's not true at all here. Each one is custom made for each child. Over here we have our makeup area. You know, if you're a kid and you're 10 years old and you lose your eyebrows, you don't know how to draw those on or how to make them look natural. So we teach the moms and we help the kids. And this beautiful wall here, these are our galaxy. This is our galaxy wall, and every one of these people, you know, whether it's an individual or business, school, church, club, organization, all of these people made it possible for us to have this beautiful facility, and we are very grateful to them. And that is how we sustain ourselves, through the kindness and generosity of the community. We are very grateful. And over here is my teen room, and I spend a lot of time in this room. I can wash their hair right here, and I can shave their head, and I can fit their wig and give them everything they need, their kit, and explain everything to them. And so they walk in with hair, and they walk out with hair. So, and they feel good about themselves. And you know, these kids don't really want to be here. They're afraid, and you know, they're scared and upset and sometimes angry. By the time they leave here, they're feeling beautiful. This is a new service that we've added now too. You know, we had makeup before, but we never really had skincare. And skincare, there's a lot of changes that takes place when they're in treatment. And you know, we talk about our kids with cancer because the majority of our children do have cancer, and that's how this program started. But then we opened it up to children who are burn survivors and children who have hydrocephalus and lupus and blood disorders and dog bites, and there's so many reasons why kids need our services, and skincare is a very important part. And back here we have our massage room, which is a wonderful way for our kids to relax and calm themselves. And we have a child in our program right now who was recommended from her doctor she has seizures, for her to start getting massages. And I'm so glad that we have that available. Her mother called and asked if we could help, and we do. And so if they're 16 or older, we will do a full body massage, with the parents' permission. And now we're entering into our wonderful Go Green salon. You can come here and you can receive your services. What's great about it is 50% of it pays the overhead and the other 50% pays the stylist. So any money that you give to this program goes directly to the kids. And this is another room that is a completely new component to our program. And this is our physical fitness room. And it has been proven that physical fitness, the importance of it, when our kids are ill or going through treatment, to regain their strength. And some of their muscles, it becomes atrophy. And it's been proven that, with their cardio, pulmonary and with their muscular skeletal, exercise is such an important part it plays. So they come here and they can work out here, of course, and if they live nearby, they're welcome to come anytime. But the reality is, this is to educate them. This is another tool to educate them, to teach them the importance of physical fitness, health, wellness. And this is our education room, board room, also our group therapy room. We talked earlier about individual and family therapy and grief and loss, but we also have group therapy that we offer. The reason that is so important is because kids can meet other kids like themselves. A lot of these kids have never even met another child who has the same disorder that they have. So this gives them the opportunity to exchange numbers and meet new friends. And we work with a wonderful pediatric oncology dietitian. We have cooking classes. We have a wonderful kitchen here. And so we're very grateful for this facility, and we thank God and all of you for making this possible, because without you guys, it would not be possible. So please continue to support us. You can donate your time, you can donate your talent, and you can also donate your money, because it takes money to run a nonprofit, as we all know. We are so grateful that we are debt-free. I said I would not build this building until we could build this and be debt-free. That was my word. I promised all of you that would be, and it is. And with COVID, everybody's been hard hit, and we are still receiving donations. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for your kindness, your generosity, your time, and your gifts that you continue to send to us. But most importantly, if you ever know of a child in need of our services, you send them to us. We help everyone, we charge nothing, and we turn no one away. Thank you. God bless you. Hi, I'd like to thank the Michigan Lions Virtual Forum for having us as part of their forum today and giving us this opportunity to present. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about the Lions' involvement and thank our dear friends Barry and Peggy Allen and Roger and Harriet Spriggs and all of their friends that they bring down here and make multiple trips to bring us all these wonderful items for our welcome bag. And I'd also like to introduce to you our Jennifer Fisher, who is our Director of Development. And Jim's going to review with you a little bit about what goes into these.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. We're so excited to acknowledge our Lions today. You guys do so much for us. And in our welcome bag, you've created an assortment of items for the comfort of our WIG recipients. Especially this is important because the kids are often traveling to hospitals, doctor appointments. They come to the wellness center to get their wigs. So we want them to have all of these wonderful items to keep them happy and healthy as they travel through their health challenge.
They do spend a lot of time in the cars,
they
back
do.
and forth to the doctors.
They do.
Yeah.
And if their friend comes to visit them in the hospital, we want them to have like a fun game that they can play while their friend or their loved one is there. We have a beautiful blanket that's been sewn for the kids to wear in the car or in the hospital.
Comfy.
Very soft and fuzzy. We love that. We have a travel pillow that's perfect for riding in the car. And
which they also provide. They give us the funding to purchase the MyPillow travel pillows.
Yes, and it's interesting. The gentleman we work with at the MyPillow company is a Lion as well. who gives us the discount. So we love that. The lions are everywhere.
And we have a wonderful lady who makes pillowcases, her and her friends at church. They make these pillowcases and bring them so that they fit the travel pillows. And they're made out of a special material, so they're soft and comfortable for them.
Exactly. And we have a scarf and glove set, a beautiful knitted hat that keeps them warm and cozy. We have Band-Aids, nail polish, a matching necklace. Our girls love these. They were all hand-tied by our wonderful lion friends. We have Kleenex, hand sanitizer, floss, and even a little mirror, because we want our kids to have positive self-esteem and feel good about who they see in the mirror.
Absolutely.
A seatbelt cover is actually very important for a child, because if they have a port because they're getting chemo, when you wear the seatbelt, it can bump into the port, and that can be very painful. We don't want our kids to be in pain like that. So the Lions have donated seatbelt covers so that they can travel comfortably. And they also have coloring books or puzzle books that they can work on, you know, to keep the time moving fast while they're getting their treatments and keep their mind off of it.
And Jen, I really like the homemade cards.
I do too. Are these sweet? Lions made these. They designed these with positive thoughts of inspiration for the kids to feel stronger while they're going through that journey. So it's just a lot of love in a bag. We just love on these kids.
And let's not forget, we always give them a gift card, because when they're traveling, they have to stop and grab a bite to eat. So we try to make it something healthy.
Right.
And they also provided us with gift cards to put in each bag so that the families could stop and get something either on their way home or on their way down to their appointments.
Because families are busy, you know, enough. And then you have that added addition of going through and going to the appointments. So,
absolutely.
you know, we want to make it as easy as possible for the kids.
And you see our treasure chest full of jewelry over here. So even our hair donors, when they come into the building, you know, we let them pick something out and thank them, because if it were not for our hair donors, we would not be able to make these beautiful wigs. So we want to thank our Lions for their support in every way, you know, monetarily, of their time, their talent, volunteering, absolutely. We are so grateful, and that they are bringing awareness, most of all, of childhood cancer. You know, in Michigan alone, we have over 500 newly diagnosed cases of kids with cancer. And, you know, when a child is in treatment, it's
3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years. An adult, it's 1 year. So the need is really great. And so we don't just see them once, do we?
No, we see them year after year. So as they're going through this, they need our help.
They do. And the good news is 75% of them survive,
Yes.
which is wonderful today. Unfortunately, we do lose some. And we have support counseling for families who grieve and loss. And we have, you know, for support groups for the kids, as well as, you know, individual therapy and now Zoom.
Right, we can do a lot of this through Zoom. We're even doing wig consultations through Zoom, right from the kids' hospital beds with the help of child life specialists and nurse navigators. They can measure the child's head. We can order it so that by the time they're released from the hospital, their wig is ready and it will fit them perfectly.
Isn't that great?
It's wonderful.
You know, you got to find the rainbow, right?
You do.
In the middle of the storm.
You sure do.
Yeah, we just wish that all of you out there stay safe and healthy, and we get this pandemic behind us, and take care of each other and your loved ones. And thank you for allowing us, Wigs for Kids of Michigan, to be a part of our Lions International. We thank them.
Yes, we love you.
Hi, today we are here with a dear friend, Juliana, and she happens to be one of our ambassadors and a kid in our program. Welcome, Juliana.
Hi, Miss Maggie.
Nice to have you here today.
Thank you.
I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your experience. And you are a survivor of cancer. How old were you when you were first diagnosed?
I was 5 months old when I was diagnosed.
Wow.
And then I came here when I was 4.
Okay.
And then I no longer needed your guys' service when I was 7.5 because I was put in remission.
Isn't that wonderful? Yes. Yes. Now, you didn't come to your report because before that, it probably really didn't bother you because you were so little and you didn't have a wig. But when you got to be about 4, now you're getting ready to go to school It makes a difference, doesn't it?
And I remember in school, kids would say, "Are you a boy?"
Sure.
And my mom dressed me in pink, and to this day, I can't stand the color pink.
Oh, of course, that makes sense. It's a memory, right? Sure. So, and then we didn't see you after that for quite a few years. We always check in on our kids, and we knew you were doing okay because I know your mom, and we would check in, and everything was fine. And then all of a sudden, you showed up here one day. So tell us about that.
So our neighbor, Karen, her and her daughter were coming to donate their hair.
Right.
They had it cut and they wanted to bring it in. And she knew that I was one of the kids in your program when I was little because my mom had told her about this.
Sure.
So we landed up, she asked me, "Would you like to come and see Miss Maggie?"
Yeah.
So I said, "Absolutely, I want to come and see you again and show you my progress because I know that's a big thing to you guys here because sometimes you don't know what happens to the kids."
Right. But we do keep track of them. Yeah, we do. We call
even though you don't know.
Right. Yes.
So they landed up
bringing the hair in, and
Yeah.
we got to reconnect, and then you started coming here and volunteering.
Yeah, and the first time I came and volunteered was when you guys had the interview of in our neighborhood.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, you're so gracious about helping us all the time. You come in and volunteer. You ended up being our outstanding volunteer of the year of 2020 because you come in every other Saturday. And tell us some of the things that you do while you're here.
So I'm either working on hair donations or I'm making
opening them and entering them, right?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Or I'm doing folders and stuff.
Sure.
Or I'm doing brochures.
Getting packets and information ready for us to get the word out in the community, right?
Exactly. Or I'm if you guys have somebody come and donate stuff, I help bring it in and
You sure do. So you do multiple tasks. But most importantly, when you're here, Juliana, when the kids come in, you relate to them. Just today, you were back in the salon area and you were talking to one of our hair donors and one of our a child and an adult donor. So you're like a wonderful spokesperson for our program.
And a lot of the kids, they want to just be done with it. Once they have the situation done, they want to go back to life. But for me, I was so little when I was diagnosed that that's all I knew. So for me, talking about it, it's like common nature.
Of course, because it's been such a part of your life all these years. And then you have some residual effects from your cancer and from the treatment, don't you? You have some difficulty with your walking and you wear braces to help correct that.
And then I also have these shoes that are heels that make me walk on my toe, which is how I normally walk. So it kind of hides my issue in it.
Sure.
And they're a lot comfier then.
Yeah, and now you're graduating from high school this year.
I am. I'm so excited. I only need 4 credits to graduate.
Yes, and your grades are wonderful.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today. It's nice to have you here. You're just delightful, and we look forward to having you in. And you're like part of the team, aren't you? You eat lunch with us.
I love it.
Yeah.
I would love to be here all day.
Oh, thank you. And we're blessed, aren't we, with a lot of wonderful volunteers. But what you bring is your life experience, and these kids can relate to you. And you've been so helpful many times in welcoming them. So thank you, Juliana, and thank you for being a part of Wigs for Kids now and forever.
Well, thank you for letting me be a part of this community because it's the best community I can even imagine because people are so kind and you don't have people judging you like you do on the outside.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And we have great classes, don't we, and activities, and thanks to the Lions today for those wonderful welcome bags that you guys received and the programming. And so if you ever know of a child in need of our services, please let us know. We help everyone and charge nothing and turn no one away. And this is a great example of our kids grow up, do well, and now what are you going to be when you get out of school? What are you interested in? I know you're going to college.
So my goal is to eventually work here.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, you know, we're always hiring. So you better get that business education behind you so, you know, you can come and help me run this business.
Absolutely.
Sounds good. That's a plan. Let's do it. Okay. Thanks, guys.